This movie, pretty much Donnie Darko, except I understood the time travel. I did not have to get stoned, and nobody dressed like a furry. Other than that, though, same movie, dude.
I love how you were disappointed by the fact, or maybe happy that there were no furries in there.
I thought there was a moment where you could have worked a furry in.
You've only seen it once, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should look closer the second time.
At 7:48 this morning, Central Standard Time, a bomb exploded on a commuter train outside of Chicago, killing everyone on board.
Groundhog Day meets Quantum Leap. Right?
Thank you. I'm glad you got the Quantum Leap
right?
reference.
I mean, that's
it. Easy.
Tagline.
In fact, we just used footage from those two shows, splice them together, get Jake to do a narration.
I don't know who bombed the train.
Then try again.
Wait, no.
Duncan Jones doesn't mess around, man.
No.
He is a step ahead of you all the time. I mean, when I mean you, I don't mean just you. I mean the audience, you know?
No, he literally wrote these questions for you. I got here and he's like, hey, I got these questions for you to ask Jake. I was like, cool, Duncan, thanks.
They're planning to detonate a dirty bomb.
I approached it like military strategy. I had this graph and I sort of wrote out each of the times you go back. Never really feel like you've seen the same thing twice.
It's the same train, but it's different.
We were fortunate. We had a week of rehearsal time before we started shooting where we could work out structurally what was important, what had to change, so that when we started shooting, they could still be improvisational within sort of a confine of knowing where we had to get to at the end of each source code.
Each source code was almost its own thematic, chapter. So even though it was the same thing over and over again in the same space, each theme was different. We even had different names for each one of the source codes.
What was your favorite scene in this movie? Because I feel like if you had a favorite scene, you could shoot it 5 different times, which is fantastic.
It's true. I got to geek out a little bit, and I had some fun. There's a scene where Jake jumps off the train that was kind of my little homage to computer games, and I really wanted to see if I could make this shot work. Basically never cutting away as you normally would from this stunt where he jumps off the train, rolls down the platform, comes to a stop. We were really pushing the state of the art and the technology, and fortunately the technology caught up with us just as we were working on that. A lot of the things that you consider science fiction are already being played around with, and it's exciting but also a little scary.
You may have predicted the future in this movie.
Or maybe it's already happened.